Warning: this video might scare you. If you're easily frightened, it's best not to watch. Viewer discretion is advised.
Number 1. Billy and Keely had been living on the road for over 6 years, traveling in their self-built van and exploring the world one place at a time. They had seen a lot and been through plenty, but one night in Greece turned into something they'd never forget. That day, they visited a scenic area and parked in what looked like a calm and quiet spot for the night.
Welcome back. Welcome to a sunny Greece.
Sunny but very cold.
Yes, do not be fooled by this weather. It is extremely cold.
But today, guys, we are going to check out a place called Meteora, and it is meant to be the coolest thing to see in Greece. We're going to check that place out. It's meant to be super cool, so I'm excited to hit through it.
We parked on the outskirts of it in this boulder field, which is really cool because we could do some climbing. But now it's time to go in. I'm excited to bring you guys along as well because it's meant to be beautiful.
Greece is a country we haven't really explored, so we're both quite excited to check it out. We have heard that it's got some insane, obviously we've already seen mountains, forests.
But after dark, things got scary.
What are you shining your light for? No! You're not police!
Am I coming in the front with you?
I don't know, I just can't see anybody anymore. They're just all of a sudden gone.
They just appeared out of
Bushes?
bushes.
They kept like telling me to open the door.
No, there he is there.
Where?
There's somebody in front of us over to the right.
Out of nowhere, people appeared around their van, flashing lights and pretending to be someone they weren't. It didn't feel right. They knew something was off. Without wasting time, they made a quick decision to get out of there. Philly drove while Keely stayed in the back, just in case anything went wrong. They didn't stop until they were far away from that place. Later, they realized just how serious the situation could have been. These weren't random thieves. They knew someone was inside the van and still tried to get in. That's what made it so frightening.
In front of us over to the right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You think I was just gonna open the door?
He was trying the handle.
I know, that's when I knew it wasn't the police.
Yeah.
So now, we're just kind of stranded on the side of a road.
To give a little context, we'd been looking at park for night in this area. There's some hot springs, like we said, we wanted to come to hot springs. And we had read loads of horror stories on the park for nights. But then we knew other people who'd been here and we messaged and they were like, no, it felt totally safe. And you know, it's out of season. So we've had, where we've read park for nights before and had wonderful experiences. This was not that situation.
It wasn't about stealing something left outside. It was about facing the people inside. Even with all their experience, this shook them. It brought back old fears and reminded them how vulnerable van life can feel at times.
Guys, the thing is for me, right, is the absolute audacity that they kept trying to get in the van and kept demanding that we open the van to them. And I'm like, what was their plan? Did they have a weapon? Were they trying to, like, how were they planning to steal everything while we were both here? Like,
well, I think we just did the right thing. We just jumped in and drove away, so... It's just annoying because it's something that it does kind of set you back, especially us as well, because this has happened to us quite a lot and we did actually get robbed. And it's just annoying because we've always had that fear in our heads, and when something like this happens, it just brings everything right back to the surface. And then there's going to be a healing process. It's going to just take time before you feel safe in the van again, you know?
It's not just about travel and freedom. There are risks too, and sometimes you don't see them coming. Number 2, in the mountains of Tupungato, Mendoza, Argentina, a video shared by Ciudadano News captured what started as a thrilling adventure. 2 American tourists were enjoying a helicopter ride, soaring above the scenic peaks with clear skies and breathtaking views all around. But things quickly took a dangerous turn. Mid-flight, the helicopter began to shake. The pilot sensed something was wrong. There was a strange sound, followed by more turbulence. He decided to attempt an emergency landing, but the terrain below was rocky and uneven. As the wind picked up, the helicopter lost control, tilted sideways, and came crashing down. The impact was intense. Metal crunched, glass shattered, but somehow everyone survived without major injuries. That alone would have made this story unforgettable. But what makes it truly eerie is what one of the tourists later claimed. Just before they hit the ground, he said he saw something on the mountain slope, a figure still and silent, watching them. It didn't react, didn't move, and then it vanished. No one else saw it. But for that tourist, the image stayed. Even in dreams, he says the figure keeps appearing, quiet, distant, and always watching. Number 3. While riding his dirt bike through a forest trail, a man suddenly noticed someone standing near the edge of the path. At first, he thought the person might need help, so he stopped. The man looked disoriented, barefoot, and a bit out of it, definitely giving off strange energy.
What?
You ran into a truck at all?
No.
Explorer?
No.
If you do, can you, like, I don't know, possibly turn around and try to find me? I'm going to be taking this trip.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
He mentioned he was trying to find a truck somewhere nearby. The biker wasn't sure what to make of it, but said he'd keep an eye out. He didn't expect to actually find anything, until just a few minutes later, deep into the woods, there it was.
Truck's about 3 minutes down the trail. Yep.
A truck sitting oddly in the middle of nowhere. He turned around to go tell the man, but the whole situation felt off. Why would someone be wandering barefoot in the forest just to find a random truck? And why was the truck there to begin with? It raised a lot of questions. Was something illegal going on? Could it have been used to hide something? The mystery left a lingering sense of unease, and it's hard not to wonder what the real story behind that truck was. Number 4, Kevin, the creator behind KS Vlog, is known for his peaceful solo camping trips and beautiful nature photography, often filmed from his self-built camper van. But during one of his recent outings in the hills of Shropshire, a quiet escape turned into something far more unsettling.
Right, well I was going to cook something, because I've got loads of food down there. I brought some tuna and pasta and bits and pieces, but because it's a little bit later, and where I am, because there's not that much around, because it is flat, but not flat if you know what I mean. There's a little walk up there. I've got about an hour or so to sunset. There's so much cloud in the sky, but there's lovely colours. So I thought, well, I did myself some cobs, so I'm just having that. I mean, yes, in this you can still cook, I mean, in the small van and everything else. But yeah, I just can't be bothered tonight, because I'm here, like, maybe tonight, well, definitely tonight, and then probably tomorrow. It's just a little break, and just get me out and get me photography, because it's something I enjoy. And when you're like me with a spinal problem, that sometimes...
He had planned a relaxing evening, just a simple meal, some rest, and a short walk to capture the sunset.
And then, there you go. It's a lot easier. I mean, even though the views were spectacular, my back was really playing up. So, to be honest, I wasn't even going to think about going out, but I thought, I've got to just try, you know, because it wasn't that far, you know, uphill, it wasn't that steep. Well, I've got to the top, and I mean, the light is illuminating the valley, absolutely lovely down there.
With clouds rolling in and the golden hour light fading, Kevin returned to his van, set up for the night, and settled in to get some sleep. Everything seemed calm, until it wasn't.
There, and that's just watching that, and yeah, be up in the morning for sunrise. Not too sure which way I'm going to go, probably down the other way in the morning. So, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video anyway, and that's a bit more insight into the van this time. It's really weird, something woke me up, and it was pushing against the side of the car, and like knocking into it. It happened for a few minutes, so it woke me up, and it was really weird. I thought, you know, you always think as being car camping, camper van, whatever, it's kids. Because 2 other camper vans, there's 4x4, big one next to me, and a Sprinter, I think, near the other side. But basically, you can hear now. I don't know if you can hear this. shaking.
In the middle of the night, he was suddenly woken by something pushing against the van. The movement wasn't just subtle, it felt deliberate, like something or someone was outside. At first, he assumed it might be animals, or maybe just nearby campers messing around. But then, the sounds returned, louder and clearer, and the van actually began to shake. He tried to stay calm, even grabbed his camera to document what he could, but nothing made sense. The noises didn't sound like any wildlife he knew, and the fact that his entire van was being rocked was deeply unnerving. Though it eventually stopped, the damage was done. Kevin spent the rest of the night wide awake, shaken and alert. What happened out there is still a mystery. But one thing's for sure, it turned a peaceful night into something that felt far from normal. And for Kevin, it became an experience he'll never forget. Number 5. On November 24th, 2021, a TikTok post by the couple behind Follow Pete and Ash caught a lot of attention, but not for their usual fun travel content. Known for sharing cheerful moments and simple adventures, this particular video had a very different vibe. During a peaceful retreat in a small holiday cabin surrounded by forest, the couple decided to take a walk through the nearby woods. Everything felt calm at first, just a casual stroll to enjoy nature. But while filming a lighthearted update for their followers, something strange happened.
Hey, I'm trying to record and walk at the same time. What?
You hear that?
No.
Listen.
Is that footsteps? Do you see anything?
No.
In the background of their video, distinct footsteps could be heard, matching their pace, yet no one was visible. The trail was empty, the surroundings silent, and yet the sound kept following. At first, they tried to stay calm, thinking it might be a trick of the echo, or maybe just small animals nearby.
What the fuck is this?
Ash, come here.
What? What is it?
Yeah, this is...
Pete, look at this.
Follow them? What is it? It's gonna be harder to move through and keep quiet with all the leaves on the ground now. Yeah.
When it snows, it might be easier to walk around out here.
Yeah.
Can we go?
But the feeling of being watched slowly grew stronger. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they stumbled upon something even more bizarre. Details that weren't explained, but clearly shook them enough to turn back immediately. The walk home, once peaceful, now felt heavy with tension. Every sound in the trees made them more anxious, and the sense that something, or someone, was close by never went away. There was no follow-up after the post, leaving viewers to wonder what really happened. Was it just nerves playing tricks, or did they truly encounter something unexplained? Whatever it was, that quiet walk in the woods turned into an experience neither of them would likely forget. Number 6, Josh, a small YouTuber usually known for his singing videos, recently decided to try something different. Lately, he's been heading into forests and exploring mysterious spots, and in one of his newer videos, he visits a place called Shadow Man Road, a location rumored to be haunted and known for creepy encounters. Joined by a friend, Josh walks the quiet road at night, just hoping to see if the eerie stories are real.
Guess with me on this one. Probably can't see him back there, but he's here. Antoine. Supposedly this is Shadow Man Road, guys. We're just gonna check it out and see what happens. If y'all hear or see anything, let us know in the comments, guys. Go, Antoine. See something popping off on this road, bro. I better run.
If you got here, comment the word river.
Yeah, guys, we're just gonna walk the road and see what we experience. We ain't no whatever you call them channels. Cause that over there. Do you see something? I saw something moving over there.
At first, it's just a casual exploration, but soon strange things start happening. They begin hearing noises from the woods.
Damn, over there looks tore up.
Yeah, over there looks sketchy as shit.
Bro, that's not been through here, bro. Look at that path forever. That's why it came through this bit. It looks like there's something standing out there. Hello? We come in peace. We're just checking out Shadow Man Road. Oh, that's a bird. Birds keep creeping me out. What was that? Sound like a chain.
Snaps, rustling, even what sounded like distant chains. For a moment, it seems like it could just be wildlife, until the atmosphere changes and they spot something unusual in the trees.
Somebody back there! Somebody back there, bro! Somebody back there! They coming, bro! Go, go, go! Go! Hold up, Antoine, let's see if they come. Holy shit. Holy shit. What was that? It's like they warned them on this side. You hear that? What the fuck? Let's see if we see a light come out.
Suddenly, whatever calm they had disappears. They hear what sounds like someone or something moving in the darkness, too close for comfort. At one point, it even seems like someone might be following them. The tension builds fast and the fear becomes real. Even though their reactions are half panic and half laughter, you can tell they were genuinely freaked out. It's the kind of situation where your instincts kick in, and running seems like the only smart option. Whether it was a prank, a person lurking in the woods, or something truly unexplainable, the experience clearly left them shaken and made for one seriously spooky video. Number 7. This unsettling clip comes from the YouTube channel 401 Files, where Ben documents his solo adventures in the wild. On March 29th, 2023, he set out for a quiet camping trip in Dalby Forest, UK, with just his camera and his loyal dog, Lily. But what was meant to be a relaxing escape quickly turned into something far more tense. As Ben explored the woods, he started noticing odd things. Deflated balloons scattered across the forest floor. At first, it seemed like harmless litter, but the deeper he walked, the more he found, and it began to feel deliberate. Then he stumbled upon abandoned belongings, half buried by time, making the atmosphere even more eerie. But the real turning point came when a mysterious car began circling the area.
It's a car acting very suspiciously. It's just done 2 loops of this area. Each time looking out the window at what I'm doing. It'd be interesting to see if they come back this way. This way, Lil. Well, that's 5 times. I have no idea why they keep doing this. That 4x4, that blacked out 4x4, 4 times has been down this road.
It passed by once, then again, and again. The vehicle kept returning, slowing down as if watching him. Something about it didn't sit right. Ben, increasingly uneasy, noticed the car headed toward a nearby forest barrier. He expected it to leave, but it never did.
Furious, but okay, so that's strange because I saw the brake lights at the end of the road. I started to record, and once I've zoomed in, I can see that there's a barrier at the end of this road to allow people out of the forest, out of the national park. I saw the barrier go up, I saw the car waiting there, but I haven't seen the car go through. So either it's still parked there, down in like a dip in the road, and we just can't see it, which is weird because I could see it a second ago when the barrier went up, or that car just vanished. I have no idea. But I did not see that car go through the barrier, and I saw the barrier go up, which was...
The barrier lifted, yet the car didn't go through. When he drove over to check, it was gone, as if it had vanished. This strange encounter was enough to make Ben change his plans. Though he had looked forward to spending the night under the stars, the repeated drive-bys and the car's sudden disappearance felt too suspicious.
Yeah, so I'm going to just take a drive down to that barrier because I want to see if there's a turning there just before the barrier. That car could have maybe turned left or right down, but the strange thing is I saw the barrier go up, so they must have been close enough to the barrier for the sensor to have picked them up. They certainly never drove through the barrier, so I don't know where they went, but hopefully by the time we get to the end of this road, it might make more sense. So they could have gone left there, but that is still... They couldn't have gone left there because the road's closed. So they must have come down further, which I'm assuming they did because the barrier lifted up, and this is way too far for that barrier to have lifted. You know, barriers just don't lift for no reason. There is a turning here, but again, that road is closed off. So, they must have made it as far as the barrier.
Trusting his instincts, he chose to leave the forest before nightfall. It's easy to wonder if fear got the better of him, or if he narrowly avoided something worse. Either way, he made it out safely, and sometimes that's what matters most. Number 8. In 2022, a video surfaced on Twitter capturing a terrifying moment that unfolded deep in the mountains of Lugu, Taiwan. A group of backpackers had set out on what seemed like a relaxing outdoor trip, but their peaceful adventure was cut short when a massive earthquake suddenly struck on... Without any warning, the ground beneath them started to violently shake. What had been a quiet day in nature quickly turned chaotic. Trees swayed out of control, debris tumbled, and the sounds of shifting earth echoed through the forest. It was the first of 2 powerful earthquakes to hit the region that day, and it hit hard. Remarkably, one of the backpackers kept filming as the quake unfolded, giving us a rare, up-close look at the destruction. The video shows the full force of the tremor: cracked trails, falling rocks, and nature completely out of balance. Despite the fear, the footage helps show just how sudden and dangerous earthquakes can be. That day, more than 140 people were hurt, and 1 life was tragically lost. Roads were split open, buildings collapsed, and landslides made it nearly impossible to reach some areas. For those backpackers, the trip turned into something they would never forget, and a powerful reminder of how unpredictable nature can be. Number 9. In one of the most disturbing videos shared by the channel Lewis Clark, what started as a routine exploration of an abandoned house quickly turned into something far more serious and horrifying. Known for visiting creepy, forgotten places, Lace and his friends expected this to be just another empty shell of a building. But what they stumbled into was something no one could have predicted.
Know how to work this? Camera? Yeah, camera and a light. The light's dead though.
Did you come here before I come here?
No, light's dead. Look, try that, it won't work, it's dead. It's on a jumper or some bollocks, don't care about the jumper. So I've just copped myself a camera somehow. It's not working though.
Early in their exploration, they found a strange detail: an old camera with a light lying on the ground, still faintly powered. While it seemed broken, the group thought little of it and continued through the decaying house. But then a noise stopped them in their tracks.
I want to go downstairs. Oh shit, the floorboard moved. This has been so boring.
It has.
And it's because Mark's in it, isn't it, Sam?
Oh shit, it's because you're in it.
What the fuck?
No, what have you guys done?
First behind this.
A scream. It was faint but clearly human, and that's when everything changed. Following the sound, they discovered something shocking.
Hello? What the fuck? There's a box. Hello? She's crying. Why are you in a box? Hello? Huh?
Someone took me.
Someone's put her in a box. Someone put you in this box? We need to get around it, Lewis. Right, okay, 1 second. It's got a lock on it. We can...
My clothes.
He's took your clothes.
I've got my clothes on.
Okay, give me a second. Have you got a phone?
I don't have anything.
Is there anything around here we can like? Oh, guys, is this a joke? Oh, I swear to God.
Serious? What girl have we had the chance to bring here in the car with us and a fucking box?
I thought you might come in. You honestly think we'd lock someone in a fucking box?
And then disappear and come and pick you up an hour and a half away from home and then bring you back.
We need to find someone.
Right, give us a second. We'll see what we can find.
A woman had been locked inside a wooden box, hidden in the house. She was terrified, disoriented, and had no clothes. The group scrambled to help, eventually opening the box with a tool from one of their backpacks and offering her something to wear.
Oh shit! Oh my God. Mark, have you got anything to wear?
Yeah, I've got. You hold that? Yeah.
One sec, we'll find some clothes. Pull cameras away. Don't point the cameras at her.
Oh yeah.
Get some at your back. Get some at your back.
Turn the cameras off. Let's turn the cameras off.
No. Just keep them rolling. Just point it at her. Don't point it at her. What happened?
Someone took me.
Took you and put you in a box.
Yeah.
Where are your clothes? Say again. Say again.
He made me strip, but he took them.
Are they in this building?
I don't know, he's gone, he took them.
Where the camera was?
Did you have a camera with you?
I did, but I
was yours?
We've got it. Sam, give me the camera. Go and look for some clothes. Go and look for some clothes.
Right.
Sorry about that. That's the best t-shirt we've got.
This is my spare when I get all hot and sweaty.
So, you've just been put here by...
yeah, someone put me in here.
Okay, you got a phone?
Once free, the woman explained she'd been kidnapped, stripped, and trapped in the box with no way to call for help. She had nothing. No phone, no belongings, only the hope that someone might find her.
Fuck.
Does this to someone?
Yeah, let's try and keep the cameras away to respect her a bit, I suppose.
Jade. It's Jade. I've been locked in the box. Can you come help me, please? Someone's found me. There's one man.
Fortunately, she remembered her boyfriend's number, and the group let her borrow a phone to call him. When her boyfriend arrived, the situation got even more intense. Emotions were high, and confusion turned into anger. But despite the chaos, one thing was clear. The woman was incredibly lucky to be found alive. What was supposed to be a simple exploration turned into a real-life nightmare. Channel Exploring with Josh, where Josh takes his viewers deep into eerie, abandoned places all over the world. In this video, he and his team take on one of their most intense urban explorations yet, an enormous, decaying vacation resort in Florida, just a stone's throw from Disney World. Once a glamorous hotspot known as the Orlando Sun Resort, formerly the Hyatt Orlando, this hotel used to welcome guests from all over, with over 900 rooms, restaurants, pools, and everything a top-tier resort had to offer. But years of financial struggles, ownership changes, and declining tourism sealed its fate. And what's left now is a haunting shell of what once was: crumbling walls, shattered windows, piles of graffiti, and even darker rumors.
It's just like, I've never seen anything like this. Holy crap, that is insane. Dropping legit nukes. There's a baby cradle or just over there. Some of them still have the TVs in them over here. Look at this. Let's get over there.
So should people just come in here and...
Yeah, he's coming in with his little dump truck.
Let's find out what he's doing. They won't care we're here, right?
Nah. Look at this place. I mean, look at this. Someone's dumping their tires. Probably a company. They didn't want to pay to dispose them, so they dumped them here. It's totally illegal. I guess this is where people practice their graffiti to get good. This looks, somehow that's still stayed up. And that's the souvenir spot. You can still make out those.
Josh and his team were well aware of the dangers, from unstable structures to the possibility of running into people using the space to live. Still, curiosity pulled them in.
Does this have to do with our area? Yeah, this is the marketplace. Look at that, they're even showing how you can get tickets for here. The Sunset Grill, the Breeze Bar, the marketplace. I think this is for this one.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure, but I don't even know if this was a door or just a window, but it looks like we can just leave right from it. Look at that little walkway for us. Check all that. This was the loading dock, I think. They did deliveries down there.
How many people are living in here still right now?
A lot.
Yeah. Usually towards the back, right?
Everywhere, front, back, they just be around.
You're just chilling. They don't bother you?
No, they don't bother anybody. They just keep themselves on.
That's cool. God.
Whoa. What do you do?
Oh, I got scared. I thought there was a lizard crawling on me, dude. It was this. That's fine.
Make your chain?
Here.
Go check out the other kids.
I want to interview them, but they're not. The dogs are not chained. You know they're not chained because the girl's like, "Get your asses over here now," talking about the dogs.
As they wandered the ghostly halls, they found baby cribs, TVs still stuck in old cabinets, graffiti-covered souvenirs, and evidence of illegal dumping. It was surreal, like a time capsule left to rot.
That's the first time I've seen that. His tire's not even on. There's no tire here. And I don't know what he's doing. He just drove right in through all the rubble. I gotta ask him. They were talking to him. Yo, what did that guy want?
First he goes, "What are you guys doing?" We're just filming. And he's like, "Oh, I'm just looking around. I got yelled at back there." That was it.
That was it?
Just a guy looking around.
Dude, that's crazy. He drove his whole car through this. I would have been scared to pop my tire. Guys, right now, there is people with a U-Haul truck and their dog loading up stuff from this property as we speak. Look at this. I'm zooming right in on them with the drone flying over there. I shouldn't be doing this. We're not going to go over there, though, but oh my God. I can't believe this.
But what started as a wild visual exploration quickly took a turn. They encountered people, not tourists, but individuals possibly squatting in the building or using it for illegal activity. There were dogs roaming around, old shopping carts lined up like parked cars, and even a full-blown camp inside the resort. One man seemed friendly enough, but tension grew when a U-Haul truck pulled in, and others began loading up items from the property, possibly looting. Josh flew a drone overhead and captured footage of the area, but that decision may have drawn too much attention.
I think maybe he's helping that guy. I'm not sure. Oh my God. All right, yo. So from your perspective, what happened?
Yeah, that dog would have probably attacked us, but I made the right choice. I know a lot about dogs, and I said just to keep looking at it, don't turn your back on it. Because when we turned our back on it, it was literally trying to like go behind Adam and like...
Oh shit, they're coming. They're coming. Yeah, those are the guys with the dogs. All right, yeah, let's get the out of here.
Moments later, the group noticed two men from earlier approaching, one of them with a dog off leash. What followed was a slow-building sense of panic that exploded into chaos. Suddenly, the man with the dog was joined by another wearing a balaclava and carrying a machete. That's when it stopped being an exploration and turned into survival.
Fuck.
Dude, grab a pole, grab a step.
All right. Can't believe we're doing this. Maybe we should go through the woods and say, fuck it, through the active side. Well, either way, none of us have a drone, technically. All right, we can cut through left. Yeah, just go left. All right, we'll cut right out of here. All right, we're almost out of here. Safe side. Although, Adam did say the guy died right out from the entrance. No, I don't know. It's just they could be anywhere right there where they were walking. So we have to be careful about anything over there. Hang on, they're after us. That, we're getting out of here. Sorry. Fuck. The two guys are on the other side with the dog. I wanted to interview her. I had money. Yeah, actually, if you want to come to us, just out of here. I want to interview you, if I can. Hang on. Yeah, because, so...
Oh. Hey, no, we're out of here, man.
All right.
Those guys are coming.
Oh, they're coming over here, huh? Yeah. Oh, fuck. All right, never mind. If she comes, I want to interview her, ask her about the spot, but this is getting too... Oh, shit, they're running here. They're running. They're running, bro.
The group made a run for it, darting through overgrown paths, crumbling hallways, and back out towards safety, with their pursuers not far behind. You can hear their breathing grow heavier and the fear settle in as they realized just how serious things had gotten.
After us. We're running. This ain't no joke, actually. This actually ain't a joke. We can't. Until we're out of here.
This wasn't a haunted house attraction. It was real. In the end, they made it out. Shaken, exhausted, but safe. On May 18th, 2025, Franco TV uploaded what might be one of his boldest and most unnerving paranormal investigations of the year. Known for exploring haunted places across the Americas, this time Franco took things a step further by entering a location that's not just rumored to be dangerous, but also off limits, a cemetery in Chile feared by locals and guarded heavily at night. Nicknamed the Demon Cemetery,
that you're technically not allowed to be in at night. And I'm going to be sneaking through here. There is security, there is cameras, but I'm going to try to make my way towards the back and try not to get caught. Hopefully this video does not end right here and they end up calling the cops on me. So wish me luck. I can't really talk too loud. Let me turn off this green light. Make sure the coast is clear. So I do know the front building up there has cameras and there's security to the right, and occasionally they go in. So I got to make sure there's no security as I make my way towards the back. This place as well is freaking huge. Let's go this way.
The site had recently gained national attention after a YouTuber vandalized a grave, sparking outrage and leading to heightened security. With patrols, cameras, and local watch groups on alert, getting in unnoticed was no easy task. But Franco, determined to document whatever he could, waited for the right moment, using a drone to scout the area, and slipped in through a hidden path. From the moment he entered, the atmosphere was heavy. The stillness, the silence, it all felt unnatural.
I could already hear sounds. Now, you guys didn't know this, but I did fly my drone just a minute ago. And the thing is, the security walks with their flashlights. And I kind of looked at the drone where they all were, because they always have their flashlights on 24/7. Wow, look at this. And I went in at a perfect time where they all went towards the front. And I made it in from the side. Oh God, this place is creepy.
As he crept deeper into the graveyard, strange things began to happen. He heard whispers, distant cries that sounded like children, and then noticed something unusual, a single tomb glowing brighter than any other around it.
What's going on? I just heard something. I just heard wind chimes go off. Hold on, let me see if I see any movement. You hear it? There's no wind right now, look. I'll point at the tree so you can see it. Let me, there we go, that's my IR. There's no wind at all, that's a star. I keep getting movement. Hola? Nope, not seeing anything. I'm switching through IR and keeping it off. But I'm not seeing no movement here. There shouldn't be anybody here either. Just me. Holy. This is like the only tomb that has lights on right now. Let me look over here. Yep. There's that one down there.
Even more disturbing, a wind chime near that grave began ringing, despite the fact that there was no wind at all. Franco tried to make sense of what he was experiencing, switching between different camera modes and checking for signs of wind or movement, but nothing explained the sounds.
What the? I just got movement. Hold on, I'm gonna try my IR. There we go. It's still moving too. I'm gonna pass by this wall here. I'm gonna back up so that way you guys can see.
Then, while exploring near a stone archway, something ran across the path in front of him. It was fast, low to the ground, and had a human-like shape, but far too small to be an adult. Franco froze, visibly shaken, unsure of what he'd just seen.
What the fuck was that? Turn on my IR. No, I'm not gonna see it if I turn it on.
If you're still watching, comment the hidden word chills.
Everything was getting dark. I just see something pass right by the hallway right there. Or the thing in front of me with the lights. I can't see anything. What the f? Well, not on camera. Oh, I just see something pass right by. I swear to God, I just seen it. I'm gonna keep quiet, hold on.
The deeper he went, the more bizarre the activity became. More whispers, flickers of movement, and another glowing grave, just as unnerving as the first.
Maybe I just heard something back there. Switching to IR. What did I just hear? Hold on. Oh God, it's cold. There's like one tomb with a light on it. This is the other tomb with the light on it. I'm not sure what that's about.
It wasn't just the paranormal activity that made this video intense. It was the feeling that something was always watching, combined with the risk of getting caught by security at any moment. Between the fear of being arrested and the fear of encountering something unexplainable, this investigation pushed Franco to his limits. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, one thing is clear. This is not a place anyone should visit alone after dark.